Welcome to Oracle of Confidence. You've been lied to about champions. You've been told they're different from you, that they were born with something you don't have, extra talent, special genetics, a magic mindset. So you watch from the stands, convincing yourself you could never do what they do. But performance science says something radically different. World-class performance is built, not born, through deliberate practice, gritty perseverance, and a growth mindset about failure. Champions aren't a different species. They're people who chose a different operating system. Let's talk about what that operating system really looks like. Meet Maya. She's not a professional athlete. She's a 27-year-old product designer who decided she wanted to become a champion, not with medals, but in her craft and in her life. For years, she consumed success content, collected quotes, and imagined future champion Maya, who was confident, respected, and unstoppable. In reality, her work was inconsistent, her progress painfully slow, and her confidence fragile. She thought her problem was lack of talent. The real issue, she was following the civilian playbook, not the champion one. Her first failure was worshiping talent. At school, she'd been labeled naturally creative, so anytime she struggled, she took it as proof that maybe she wasn't that talented after all. When she saw people better than her, she shut down instead of studying them. Yet research on elite performers shows that what looks like talent is usually the compound effect of years of deliberate practice, highly structured training just beyond your current ability, with clear goals and immediate feedback. Champions don't ask, "Am I gifted enough?" They ask, "What exactly do I need to practice today that hurts a little because it's above my level?" Her second failure was practicing like an amateur. Maya worked on her skills whenever she felt inspired. Some weeks she'd go hard, others she'd disappear. She repeated things she was already good at because it felt nice. Most people plateau because they keep rehearsing what they already know instead of attacking weaknesses systematically. Deliberate practice means stepping outside your comfort zone, defining specific micro-skills, focusing deeply, and adjusting based on feedback, not just logging hours. Champions don't count time. They count high-quality reps. Her third failure was wearing a fixed mindset like armor. People who see abilities as fixed avoid hard challenges, hide weaknesses, and interpret struggle as proof they're not good enough. That was Maya. When a concept was difficult, she quietly slid away from it. When she got harsh feedback, she took it as identity damage, not data. The result? Fragile confidence. If things were easy, she felt brilliant. The moment she failed, she felt like a fraud. Champions cannot operate from that place. They'd never survive the volume of adversity required to reach the top. Maya hit her breaking point during a major product review. She'd spent weeks on a design she thought would finally prove she belonged. The team tore it apart: logic gaps, weak user flows, derivative visuals. She went home thinking, maybe I'm just not champion material. That night, she stumbled on the idea of grit, the combination of passion and perseverance for long-term goals, and the finding that gritty people outperform those with equal or higher talent across many domains. Something clicked. Maybe it wasn't about being special. Maybe it was about refusing to quit. The next morning, Maya made a different decision. Stop trying to feel like a champion and start training like one. She built what she called her champion operating system around 3 pillars: deliberate practice, grit cycles, and growth mindset rules. Deliberate practice came first. Instead of get better at design, she defined specific skills: information architecture, interaction microcopy, visual hierarchy. Each week had one primary microskill. Daily, she did a 60-minute high-focus block. Choose one tiny sub-skill, find one great example, attempt it, compare, adjust. No multitasking, no comfort zone sketching. She asked a senior designer for ruthless weekly feedback. Short, sharp, specific. It was uncomfortable, but expert-level performance comes from training right at the edge of your ability with immediate correction. Champions don't protect their ego from feedback. They hunt it. Next, she structured grit cycles. Grit is about sustained passion and effort toward long-term goals, with effort counting twice in the achievement equation. Maya set one 12-week season goal. Ship one portfolio-worthy project that scared her. Each week had 2 commitments, number of deliberate practice sessions, and 1 courage rep, sending a bold email, sharing work publicly, volunteering for a hard project. Through good days and bad, she honored the system, not her feelings. Champions don't ask, "Do I feel like it?" They ask, "What does the season demand today?" Finally, she rewrote her growth mindset rules. People with a growth mindset treat setbacks as information and see effort as the path to mastery. Maya wrote 3 rules above her desk. 1. If it's hard, it's building me. 2. Feedback is data, not a verdict. 3. I'm not there yet. Every time she caught herself thinking, "I'm bad at this," she added, "yet," and asked, "What's the next tiny rep?" Champions aren't less self-critical. They're better at converting self-criticism into the next action. 12 weeks later, was she world-class? No, but something fundamental had shifted. Her portfolio contained 1 project that was clearly at a higher level. Her lead started trusting her with messier problems. Most importantly, she no longer needed external validation to feel like a contender. She had receipts, deliberate practice logs, gritty follow-through during bad weeks, visible skill jumps. That's what becoming a champion actually feels like. Not instant dominance, but undeniable trajectory. Here's what this means for you. You do not need to be the most talented in the room. You need to be the person with the clearest training plan, the longest horizon, and the most resilient relationship with failure. Talent opens doors. Deliberate practice, grit, and a growth mindset keep you walking when everyone else turns back. So choose your arena. Name one identity. I am becoming a champion at blank. Then, design one deliberate practice block you will run 4 times this week. Define your 12-week season goal and 1 weekly courage rep. Write your own 3 growth mindset rules and put them where you can't miss them. Champions are not chosen. They are built, rep by rep, season by season. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out, wrote Robert Collier. Your job is not to feel like a champion today. Your job is to stack 1 more small effort on the pile. Subscribe to Oracle of Confidence if you're ready to train like champions train. And tell me in the comments, what arena are you choosing to become a champion in this year?